National Geographic's Kids Atlas for the United States. If you're driving around, this is a great thing. I think it's very fun and teach kids about maps, roads, and everything else for each state that you go through. I'm going to take a glance in here to let you see if it's something you want to get. Well, I'm glad to see you here today at Shine Bright Homeschool. I am excited because summer is almost here, right? It might be already here for some of you. If you're done with school, you might already be taking your summer vacations, or maybe you're just traveling over the summer but still doing school, which is fine too. This is a great opportunity to utilize something like this in your travels, and this book has been in our car for quite some time, as you can see. It was in the back seat for quite a while. I realized when I cleaned out my car last that this was still in there, and my son's really not using it as much anymore, so I thought I would bring it in and show it to you because it might be something that you want. I'll link it down below in the description, but I'm going to show you inside parts of it. So I had to change my blinds for a second so you can see it without any glare, but this is the table of contents. In the front of it, it has the map symbols right here. It has a conversion sheet down here. It has here broken down into color bars, so you can kind of see which part of the United States the state is in. So it really tells you how to read the maps, which is super helpful. Then it gives a full map of the United States right here, and it talks about vegetation, so the different type of forests. This map talks about the climates of the United States, the different ones. This talks about natural hazards, so it's talking about volcanoes, earthquakes, tornadoes, wildfires, and it talks about where they have happened and what year. You can kind of see that. This right here shows the time zones up top, which is helpful. It shows right here the westward expansion, and the history of how the country was broken up. Here is the population map, which is super nice. It kind of gives you an idea of what city areas are the most populated. And it gives you a graph down here at the bottom that you can kind of refer to and explain to your kids. Next is a population map. So it's kind of showing people on the move, where they've moved to over the years, and just the shift from one area of the country to another. This map shows energy usage. So basically coal, natural gas, petroleum, and nuclear power plants all over the U.S., which is kind of cool. If you have those nearby, you kind of already know that your area maybe produces coal or has a nuclear power plant. And then it shows the nation's capital, which is Washington, D.C., and it shows a deeper map of the breakdown of Washington, D.C., as you can see here up close. That might be super interesting, especially if you're traveling to Washington, D.C. So it starts off here with the Northeast. It breaks down the northern states right here. Then it talks about deeper things about the Northeast, the birthplace of the nation, all the states that are included in the Northeast. And then it starts going through every state. So as you can see here, it gives you the map. On this side, it has the basic information of the state that may be super helpful to kind of go over with your students. And so basically it just goes through every state. So now, like, we went through Connecticut and now it's going to Delaware, and it does them in alphabetical order. This is Maryland, Massachusetts. So as you go and flip through the Northeast, we're going to go to the Southeast next. It does talk about down here also the main facts about the Southeast. So what's the highest point? What's the lowest point? Longest rivers, largest lakes, vegetation, climate, those types of things. So it's giving you a summary of all the things basically at the beginning. The Southeast summary right here. And of course they really show the national forests, as you can see in the map, the national forests in the state, all the big interstates and highways, of course the rivers and all that. So it really is just like a normal atlas, to be honest with you. It just has so much more great information. It does have certain things about the national parks as well. As you can kind of see here, the yellow parts. It's either the green parts that are like the national forest or the yellow ones that are national park destinations. So there's just really a lot of beautiful pictures in here as well of the different tourist sites. So if you're looking to stop through these states, you may want to look through this first and see if there's a location in here that you may want to stop at, and then your kids can really make that connection of, hey, I've been there. So for instance, like Virginia, the wonderful Luray Caverns right here. That's a great tourist stop, and it's really cool for your kids to see it and then go to it. So the Midwest right here. So just some really great things to see. I traveled some through the Midwest and definitely through the Northeast and Southeast by road. So I've never been out west before, really, except by plane and just going through an airport. But if I was to travel, even me as an adult, I would like to use this, but I love traveling. So I love all the stops and all the things to see. So, this is a great opportunity to use just a tool that's not necessarily school curriculum, but it's a great resource to have on hand. And hey, for some reason, your GPS just conks out on you. You always have this in the back seat to help you out in case you need it. So I know I'm not going through every single state, obviously, because there's just so much. We're going to the Southwest next. Glancing in here, there's some things about the beautiful Southwest. So there's New Mexico, talking about spicy peppers. Texas, and then the West. So all the beautiful sights. So yeah, I think it is super awesome to have this, and just wanted to let you know that they do actually have a World Atlas book as well. So if you're interested in getting both of them, I definitely will have them linked. They do also talk about the U.S. territories in here as well. So that would be different islands, and they show you where they are. They kind of talk about the island territories right here. In the back, it also has U.S. facts and figures. So they talk about the leading agricultural products, fish and seafood, minerals, the top agricultural products for certain states, the extremes, so the tallest tree, the lowest temperature, the strongest wind, and then it has a really nice glossary in the back with all the terms. Then it has the postal abbreviation codes for each state at the bottom, so that's kind of helpful as well. Tons of things in the index if you need to look it up, and then there's a lot of website options here. So I think it's really a great option to have, and I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope it was helpful for you, and hopefully you're taking a lot of fun trips. If not, adding this to your other school curriculum, if you're doing a history, an American history, or something like that, this could also be an add-on. If you don't want to pay for an actual geography class or curriculum, then you could maybe just grab this and utilize it side to side with whatever you're working on already for history. So I hope this helped you today, and that if this is a great resource, that you'll check it out. I'll catch you next time here on Shine Bright Homeschool. Until then, shine bright.